show closing promo. In theory, it was a show closer. I think it may still be going on as we talk.
It might have been the open for the next show.
Yes.
There were people in the building that when they got home, they went, I thought that was for Collision.
No.
Dynamite went 26 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, the first thing he says is talking about driving 14 hours from Winnipeg to wrestle the Edmonton Indies, so maybe he was doing a 14-hour promo then. Yeah, I almost lost my temper with Max, and I'll tell you why. And he took so goddamn long to explain it. By the time he got to the answer, I'd forgotten the question.
You know what's funny, Vinny? Kenny Omega is... The people love him, and he's a very... I don't know if this is the right word. A homey sort of fella. He feels like a real guy.
Yes.
He doesn't feel rehearsed. He doesn't feel, WWE. He feels like a fella who's talking to you, right?
Yep.
But the problem, sometimes, is I had the very same thought. Because, I have to watch this a little differently from the rest of you because I have to take notes. And I have to, recap what the guys are talking about. And, man, Omega's going, and I'm, typing. And it's just where's this guy going? He started here, and then he went there, then he went there, and then he went back to here, and then he went there again, and then back over there, and I'm I can't even follow, I can't even follow what he's talking about. I got the gist of it, but to actually try to recap from start to finish, it's this is a path I cannot follow.
What he said was, I'm going to win on Sunday.
Yes.
It took him 15 plus minutes to say it.
It was like going through a maze. That's what it was.
That's not inaccurate. So MJF finally comes out. He talks not quite as long, but he also is verbose, as we know. He says Kenny is scared.
But at least he's easy to recap.
That's true.
It's it goes from A to B.
He has a point that he makes, and all his sub-points lead to the main point. Omega, this is going to be your last title shot because we all know your body's broken. You're on a ticking clock. You're running out of time. You're not going to get another chance if you lose on Sunday. Omega says, that's fine. You can have the opinion. I got to prove you wrong, but I dare you to shake hands like a man. And MJF is not a man. He tries a sucker punch instead. Kenny's no idiot. He saw this coming. He dodges the sucker punch, drops him with a V-trigger or some kind of jumping knee. And then he steals the diamond ring. And I thought, okay, he's got 5 more.
Well, it didn't matter because he gave it back.
I didn't even catch that part.
Yeah, he stole the ring. He did his bang or whatever with it on, and then he took it off and he threw it back on MJF.
I did not catch that part.
Okay, well,
so I don't know I don't know.
All right, you got.
I mean, you got to put in time to plug the main event. I get that, but was anyone more excited for the match when this is done than when they started?
Actually, I read a lot of people that were, but
okay.
I think they're just big time AEW fans.
I mean, that's
I thought that when this was over, I was where I was going in.
Yeah, I was not turned off.
It wasn't bad.
No,
it wasn't bad at all.
It was just much, much, much longer than it needed to be.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It was longer than it needed to be
by 3 or 4 degrees. It was a lot.
The whole show was not a bad show at all.
No,
it was a good show. But it was longer than it needed to be.
By 20%. It was way longer than it needed to be.
Dave was doing the ratings on the show last night. He was talking about the Collision number, which was on Thursday this week.
Yes.
And it didn't do a great number. And he was going over all these scenarios it should have done better because Thursday is better than Saturday, and maybe they didn't advertise it enough. And all I could think was, maybe people just need a day off sometimes. Because, I'll tell you something. I will be honest, I have not been watching Impact on Thursday nights. Because I started watching it, and I lasted about 3 weeks, and I didn't dislike the show at all. I mean, there were certain shows that were the debut was terrible, but in general, I think they're largely fine. But what I found was, I watch a pay-per-view Saturday or Sunday. I watch Raw on Monday. I watch NXT on Tuesday. I watch Dynamite on Wednesday. Raw is 2.5 hours long. NXT is 2 hours. Dynamite 2.5 fucking hours this week. And it's by Thursday night, I'm just you know what? I'm done. I don't want to watch anything tonight. I am not watching anything tonight. Because I know tomorrow, I got to watch SmackDown. And, guys like Dave and guys like Tony, if you put 5 hours of wrestling on every day, Dave would say it's too much, but he would watch all of it. And he would watch every single show the day it aired. And I think that the vast majority of humanity is not like that. We need a break from watching wrestling every now and then. And then Thursday's my day. Because it ain't going to be Friday. Ain't going to be Saturday. Ain't going to be Sunday. Ain't going to be Monday. It's just like it goes on forever. So I'll take my day off when I can get it. Everyone make sure you grab your tickets for the